What's up, guys? Matt Wick here, and we are back. NHL 24 testing the draft. Another one coming at you. I know I've been saying it for the last 10 videos, but I swear I'm getting the GM mode up and running. I've just been waiting for some rosters to drop so I can go ahead and get them pretty much what they trade deadline stuff happened, which it was a doozy. As a Penguins fan, I am happy with the Gensel trade, and I'm stoked that we got a 4th round pick for Chad Ruhwedel. Thank you very much, Rangers fans. But without further ado, we'll get into this video, and I want to give you guys a little heads up on what's going on in this one. I didn't pay this year as much attention to the scouting as I normally do, just because I want to see. I'm going to test something out between this video and the next video. I want to see if I go super or far to one side, if there's even a difference whenever I scout. In years past, there has been pretty much whenever you've gone through, or at least I've noticed when I've gone through, I've been able to find those late round steals a lot more frequently, but it does take a lot more time. Pretty much with this in NHL 24, I just want to see, is that still true? So I did not go through and assign scouts as much as I normally do. I changed the regions a little bit on our European guys and then moved some of our guys around who didn't have as much stuff in their region. And then pretty much what I'm going to do this next year is I'm going to control, I'm setting it on manual, and I'm controlling it like step by step. I'm going to have each scout an individual thing. I have 3 scouts as always for each region, especially in the Canadian leagues. So I'm going to have 1 scout potential and comparison, 1 skill assessment, and then the other one I'll bounce around between like play style and character just to see if that unlocks anything else. And we'll see the difference between our scout levels in these 2 draft classes. So I think that'll be pretty interesting. I might do that on a live stream. If you didn't see the last live stream, we went through the season, came close to making the playoffs, but we missed it just by an inch, and it was pretty entertaining, pretty good time. So if you see me on live stream, and definitely stop in and say hi. As you can see, we have the most unrealistic franchise mode that you could possibly have. The Toronto Maple Leafs have won the Stanley Cup. I didn't even actually see what the tree looked like because I was looking at my AHL team. But let's see Toronto's path. They beat Tampa Bay, overcame the Boogeyman, swept the Sabres, which is cool to see they made it in. Carolina gets stopped in the Eastern Conference Finals once again, and then an all-Canadian Stanley Cup final between Vancouver and Toronto, so a good one there. Good job, Canada. You finally did it. You finally came up. But one thing I did see in this draft, which was actually pretty funny, because I thought about this before with naming them Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, the actual Penguins, moved from 7 to 2, and for a second when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, let's go! We got the 2nd overall pick. This is going to be huge." We actually have the 16th overall pick. This does look like a very top-heavy draft. Now there are some guys I've seen in the later picks that look like they could be half decent. You see, we got Dallas, Pittsburgh, Calgary. And then this is the pick. Oh, they don't want to trade it because there is a guy. Does any of these guys want to trade? No, they don't. That's going to make it tough. There's a guy at number 7 who I'm really interested in and I really want to try to grab. He came out as a Jemmy. It's this guy right here, Brian Robrack. And this guy's 6'5", 203, sniper. Good stats in the AHL, or not AHL, CHL. You see there, good stats all the way across. Being 6'5" for his physicals to only be B, that's a little bit surprising, but his shooting is an A. Normally you see that wrapped the other way around. And then you see NHL ready. Oh, and okay, he actually lost his main zone ability. He actually did have one, but it's gone away now. But I mean, if you see those ones, those are some pretty good ones to have. This guy's going to be a menace. So I want to try to trade up to get him. We'll see if I'm able to do that. I want to see if he falls to like 6 or 7, and then I'm probably going to reach up and try to grab him if he's still there. Now, I mean, these top guys, they're all pretty decent. Gavin McKenna is the only real person here. Obviously, he'd probably be the number 1 overall pick if it wasn't for all these created guys. But that guy is the one that I'm really interested in, just because I feel like centers with Peyton Krebs and Wyatt Johnson, we have a good bit of depth there. We just need to fill out some bottom 6, which can be done in the later rounds. This guy could be a first-line left wing for sure for years to come. And with Brian Patrick being a 90 overall now, and also I'll take a quick second to pause. In one of the other videos, I called somebody out for players. He's not getting any X factors or abilities. You must be lying. Brian Patrick, through last season, did develop abilities, so I would like to apologize to the person that said that you were correct. I was wrong. Thank you very much for pointing that out to me. I will be more trusting in the future. But let's go ahead, see who this first overall pick is going to be. And like I said, 6, 7, I'd like to see, let's see, just get a quick feel for the waters of what this might take. And just so I can show you as well. So here's Brian Patrick. He's 20 years old now. And you can see he did develop, nice abilities. So we love that. Born leader for the captain of our team, of course. So it's good to see that one. there. Oops, don't want to back out. We do have 2 first-round picks, so I'm going to hope this is going to be possible, but oof, I don't know, seeing that. It makes it even tougher that they don't want to trade for it. They don't want to trade it away. But actually, that might work. That's what I was kind of hoping for. A first and a third. This is the second pick in the 3rd round, so 68th overall. Almost close to our 69th overall. But that might honestly work. Do I want to try it now and hope he falls to me? Let's give it a quick hit. I'm gonna give it a little hit. Okay, they rejected. Okay, so we're gonna have to give up more than that. It's good to know that coming in. First round pick, 83 overall. Medium elite, Caden Steckel, 6'3" center, 17 years old. Coming out immediately as a 3rd line sniper. Insane shooting stats. It's absolutely, again, just like last year, these guys are nuts. I might have to turn this down because every draft class coming out with 83 overalls at the top of the class. League's going to be getting torn up soon. So Dallas adds, you think they'd be a little bit better, but I mean, they finished last in the league, which is a little crazy. I think Calgary actually finished worse. I think Pittsburgh and them just jumped them. Let's see who our rivals get. The Pittsburgh Penguins, 76 overall. Okay, so a little interesting there. Wow, what stats by this guy. Damian DeBoer, 5'8", 169. So a smaller Alex DeBrincat type forward there. No crazy shooting stats. He's a playmaker, right wing. I mean, that's, if I'm the Penguins, that's kind of a miss. I'd expect more with the 2nd overall pick. I'm going to see Calgary get a good guy here. He might jump off the page, so let's go ahead sim Calgary's pick, see who they get. Yep, see, the Pittsburgh Penguins missed. Got to fire the whole scouting department. Brady Pajot, 5'10", 180, left wing playmaker. He has puck skills and his skating, I think, is better. I mean, he's obviously higher overall, but he's just a better all-around player, and he already has superstar ability. So Pittsburgh, ooh, the 2nd best Pittsburgh hockey team in Pittsburgh. feels good to say. But let's see, we're getting close to where we want to trade up for our boy. I would love to see it if he could make it to that 8 pick, but I just do not think that's going to happen, and there's nobody past that. It falls off, I think, pretty substantially. Gavin McKenna comes out. He's going to be a beast. He's going to be a beast in real life. Kid's tearing it up. He already looks, I mean, is that picture from when he's, 15 or 16? He already looks like he's about 20 years old. He might be forging those documents there, but let's see what we've got. View draft class. See, I'm taking this a little bit slower because, man, I really want this guy. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead with Vegas one more time. I know this is risky because he could get taken, but I think Vegas is going to be our trade partner here. Actually, you know what? I want to see. And it's risking it for the biscuit. I'm going to go ahead and sim this pick. See if he lasts. Okay, he lasts there. I'm going to hope that he lasts past Vegas as well. We're going to see if Ottawa, did they accept the 1st and the 3rd? 16th overall and the 68th overall. Is that enough to get the 7th overall pick? Wasn't enough to get the 6th, but Ottawa might think differently. They might not have as good as GM. It's not. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Vegas. I'm going to up this a little bit. So I'm going to go a 1st and a 3rd. And who do I want to toss in there? Or do I bump it up 3 spots to the 65th? Let's see if we do that. Ooh, hey, it's 2nd round pick, guys. It looks a little bit better whenever you get it in the papers. Trade rejected as well. Okay. So let's keep. We'll keep our. What if we bump it up a little bit more? 60th overall pick. You're up. You're really twisting our arm now. 8 spots. Damn. Not able to get it over on them there. What if we do the 60th and the 88th? That might be a little bit too much value, but let's just see, because the clock's ticking. We don't want to take up too much time on this. 1st, 2nd, and a 3rd for a possible franchise. Or, I mean, he's not franchise, but he's medium elite. He's going to be pretty good. Trade rejected. Oh, they really don't want to give it up. All right, let's go back to Ottawa and see if the 1 pick difference is enough. We're really getting down to the wire here. I wish I could call a timeout on their behalf. So we'll go there. Shit, what was it? The 60th and the 88th. Let's see if Ottawa accepts it. Proposed trade. They do not accept either. Man, Vegas is going to take their pick here soon, and I'm really wasting a lot of time doing this. I don't think they're going to take him, and I really don't want to give up 2 firsts just to trade up for this pick. What if we bump it to the 60th? 20 spots. That's a big jump. Trade's still rejected. Damn. And I'm low on draft capital. I can't keep trading away all my picks. A 2nd round pick and a cool. Wait, I don't know if I want to go that far. Let's see if they accept that. Trade rejected. Damn it. All right, one last deal. Come on. Trade accepted. All right, we got it. Let's go. I don't know why. I guess our later round pick had a little bit more value. But we've got some time now. We can take our boy. Who is this guy in front of him? Brock Ladd. I mean, he looks like he's going to be pretty good too, but I mean, 6'5". I mean, 6'4" center, good size. But no, I'm not gonna jump around on it too much. This guy's a gem. We haven't really done our homework, but our scouts think that we can grab him. I know we're gonna pass up on a guy who's technically projected a little bit higher, but we don't really need centers right now. I might end up regretting this, but I don't think I will. Ryan Robrek, get on my team. 6'5" left wing boss. 77 overall. Okay, would have liked a little bit more. I'm going to be pretty disappointed here if this other guy comes out as a higher overall. But let's see. I like his shot power already. Oh, and look at that skating. 90s in skating, 89 discipline as well. Guy's going to be a beast. Probably start the year in the AHL, and then we'll see what we do with him if we call him up. But he's definitely going to be a nice guy on that first line at some point with Lecker-Mackey. When we get him up there, maybe playing with Robbie Fabry, who he traded for, and he does have zone abilities as well, superstar abilities, sorry, which is very nice to see. Stuck on that, Pittsburgh Penguins. We got the better player, even though we picked a little bit later than you. Sim pick. Whoa, way off the board. Ulanov, 64 overall, medium top 6. Is this the worst pick that we've seen so far in this testing the draft? This might be the worst pick. Holy crap. And they passed on. Can we trade back in and get that other guy? Can we get Brock Ladd? Because they want to give up their pick, and we have another first to deal. So we go a first and a second. Trade rejected. Fuck, come on, man. I don't really want to give up all of my picks. First, second, and a third. Fuck, come on. Give me the pick, man. What if we give up? I mean, that third still has some good value. They just don't want it. Do we have any skaters that they want? This is insane. I cannot believe that guy got passed on. There's nobody really that I want to get rid of. Maybe Harley. I do want to trade Harley because he stinks. Propose? No. Okay, we'll go with the... Give up the third? Will that work? We're really moving here, boys. When you see something like that happen, you got to take notice. So what if we give up 2/3? That's definitely going to get it done, but I don't want to do that. But let's go ahead if we can get a first and a fifth and a sixth. No, okay, what about just the fifth? Okay, well, what about just... I mean, I don't want Harley on the team. I want to clear the cap space, so I guess it's fine. Holy cow. That's not really what I expected to do in this draft. We gave up a lot of capital here. But like I said, I think our team is pretty close. And this guy was supposed to be the 5th overall pick according to our scouts. And he just got passed up on, and he's medium elite. Did Ottawa make the worst pick in franchise history right here? We're going to go ahead and take Brock Ladd, 6'4". I know I said I didn't need him, but I just could not help myself. And sometimes when I get this way, ooh, there ain't no stopping me. So let's go ahead, Brock Ladd, get on my team. 78 overall, medium elite. Look at these two guys we just grabbed. And Ottawa grabbed a 64 overall. What's his name? Pavel Ulanov. Oh, they're going to be pissed. 17 years old. I mean, but come on. You get these two guys picked between him, and what are they? 18 and 18. So yeah, he's got 1 year to catch up to these two guys. These two absolute studs. Are they both Americans too? We'll see it when we get back in there. But we got a 6'4" center and a 6'5" left wing. We're definitely building some size here on this team to go with. So we got quite the core to build around. I think at this point, I mean, if I was doing this in an actual GM mode, at this point, I would just look at just dealing off all my picks, which, I mean, I've kind of done to this point already. It's a terrible testing the draft. But, hey, we're building up our all-drafted team. We're getting there slowly but surely. We got a lot of rookies. We're phasing guys out like Patrick Kane. We got rid of Harley because he wasn't really getting it done for us. And look, we brought in a 78 overall medium elite center. We got tons of cap space, too, so we can go play around a little bit. But enough of that. Let's go keep going through the draft. I just can't. That's going to be title of the video right there. Ottawa. Worst pick in franchise history. Jeez. And he's a top 6, too. Oh, man, what a blown pick. I can't believe the computer did something like that. Right after us, Vau. 65 overall. 6'5" center. A lot of size coming out of this draft. A lot of big kids. What are they putting in the milk? Marchessault. Okay, so another terrible pick there for Ottawa. Chicago as well, kind of, but I mean, they got Bedard, and I think they got somebody else the year before. I think they had a top pick. 70 overall, medium elite, no superstar abilities, but a good pick there, falling to them at 10. Let's go first out of the top 10, see what we got. Gavin Sheveldaev. 72 overall makes Ottawa's pick look even worse. Let's go ahead and we'll skip picks until we see someone who gets a pick worse than Ottawa. Let's see what we got here. 76 overall, medium, top 4. Holy cow, what a pick there by Boston. They got themselves a good one. And again, makes Ottawa's pick look even worse. Let's keep going. Sorry if you're an Ottawa fan and I keep ragging on you, but it's too good. Grinder, nice to see coming out. 6'3", perfect for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Seems like a guy. What was it, Skylar Betts? Yeah, 6'3". Let's see who Philly gets. They're going to get another big guy. Okay, so this is close to Ottawa's draft pick in terms of terribility, but not as bad. 6'5". I don't know what's with the size of this draft class, but it's insane. 80s overall in his abilities, which is not bad. What do we got? Winnipeg. Okay, so we're getting close. I wouldn't say, I would say that's pretty on par, kind of. Top 6 medium forward, 64 overall, top 4 medium defenseman. And he's a year older, so yeah, I would say this is probably a worse pick than Ottawa took at, what was that, 7? And yeah, it got to 15, so that's what a waste by Ottawa there. Terrible pick. And I think what happened was we traded up, threw them completely off, and then we just swooped in and pretty much pulled their pants down. So what do you know about it? But Vegas, let's see who they get. 74 overall offensive defenseman. Any abilities for him? He does have an X-Factor ability. Very cool. Good for Vegas there. That was with our pick, too, I believe, the 16th overall. So nice to see. There would have been some talent left for us, even if we didn't trade up. And then we'll see what we get back once we get a little bit further. There's, like I said, there's always one guy who comes out pretty high overall in these later round picks, and you can find him through the skill assessment. Let's actually go see if we can spot who it's going to be before it gets to it. So like I said, it's normally someone, he's got a couple A's and B's. Yeah, it's going to be this guy. Here we go. Jacques Lemieux from the S4's Val d'Or. NHL ready. Like I said, there's always one. So if you do the skill assessment style scouting, you're going to find this guy in the later round picks, and you can always trade up and grab him. Because you can see he's projected 27. So I mean, if you win the Stanley Cup, trade up 4 spots, it's not going to take you a whole lot. You get yourself like a low elite top stud every time at the end of the draft. Like I said, there's always one. But let's go ahead and skip through till we see someone take him, and then we'll start skipping round by round, go through, see who we got. And there he is, 24th overall, low elite defenseman, 75 overall. So it might take him a little bit more time to develop because of that low elite. But I mean, with a late first round pick, and they're all crapshoots, which you get like guys that are 60 some overall. You get a guy that comes out 75, low elite, better chance he'll be in 2-3 years. Beast. See if any other picks can stack up. We're getting pretty low down there. I got to make sure I get, I saw a comment, someone wanted me to get Ephraim McNutt, so we'll make sure we go grab him with one of our later picks. I got to make sure what picks we actually have, since I just traded away so many of them for those top guys. But I feel like in terms of, like if a realistic trades, that was not a whole lot to give up to get 2 guys like that in the top 10. We'll see who Toronto grabbed their last pick there. Was it better than Ottawa's pick? A 64 overall? And it was not. 60 overall, top 9. So the talent fell off big time, or Toronto just kind of missed. But let's see. I just want to, like I said, take a look at what picks I have left. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get Ephraim McNutt pretty easily. I don't think he was a very high overall. We have 2 seconds and a 6th, so not too bad there. I kind of want to go through. It should be Toronto. Trade that 6th round pick for the last pick in the draft, just because why not? Difference won't be too much. If it is, that's my bad. But for the purpose of the draft, even because I've traded away all our picks, we'll at least do that. All right, so let's go ahead and skip to pick 60. What do we got? We're not going to do too much shifting around on the picks here. 60 overalls. Wow, we're really getting low on the overalls here. We'll see if we can find ourselves a late round steal, even though this is only the 2nd round. Good pick there by the Capitals. What's that? Xander Kavanaugh. 61 overall, medium elite, 6'3", 19 years old, a little bit older, so we'll see if he develops in time to get reach that potential. This was another guy I was looking at. Kyler Goalie, 60 overall, 17 years of age, defensive defenseman. A little smaller side in terms of the size we've been seeing in the top end of the draft to be a defensive defenseman, but it is what it is. Chicago with a couple pretty crappy picks there in the second round. We got Joe Iginla, so maybe another one of Jerome's sons. Oh. Do you guys see what I see? Does this guy, for a 17-year-old, have the hardest shot in the NHL already? 99 shot power and wrist shot power. Yeah, I'm stunned, guys. Holy cow, can you imagine if he developed some abilities to go with that? Wow. We'll have to follow this guy through and see what he does. Colorado got themselves a steal there. Wow. 99s. I don't know if I've really ever seen that before, where I've seen, like I said, top guys 90s all throughout the boards, but I don't think I've ever seen 99s in shot power before, so that's a little bit of a new one. Either that or I'm really just not paying enough attention, which also could be the case. Jeez. Wow, what a beast. All right, well then, let's go ahead. What do we got? 1:23 left. I'm going to go ahead and call time out. Wow, hopefully we can get something like that with our pick here. Pretty impressive there, Colorado. Good on you. But let's see what we've got. I see Len West already, medium top 9. Medium top 9 here as well. Skill assessments and anything popping off. We're in the second round, so there could be 1 or 2 more left. It is a little bit later, though, to really be seeing something like that. Like I said, unless it's a deep draft, which, we got Clifford Kobayashi here. 2 years out. No weaknesses that we scouted, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and grab him. I think he was one of our all-name guys. Yep, he's tagged. So let's go ahead and snag him up. I know there's a couple guys a little bit higher than him that medium top 9, but we're going to hope we can hit a little diamond in the rough here with Clifford Kobayashi. Get on my team. And what do we got? 68 overall, medium top 4. Wow, so what a picks. One of our all-namers. 6'1", 19 years of age, 68 overall. I mean, he could probably play in the AHL next year if I really, really wanted him to. Defensive stats are already pretty good. Skating's a little slow. But, I mean, discipline there at 82 for a defensive defenseman, that's pretty rare. Fighting skills up there as well, so we like that. Got to have someone, hey, maybe in a couple of years he could be playing on the top line with our offensive defenseman, Brian Patrick. You never know. So let's go ahead and skip to 65. We get a trade offer here. Philly's trying to scam us. A 4th and a 6th for our 2nd overall. I mean, this must just be a weak draft class because that's terrible value back on those picks. But you can see there we hit with our 2nd rounder there. So let's see. Maybe I made a good deal trading some of these picks off. But let's see. Can we find one more diamond in the rough here through the skill assessment? Anybody else stand out? Not really. I mean, we got an A there. A's and a couple B's here for Marcus Ruck. Also a good name. Wait, where are we at? All right, so let's see. Yeah, and then after this, we got a goalie here. Bennett Langkow, 63 overall, 3 years away, no weaknesses, 3.23 average, medium starter. So we'll go ahead and keep him on the watch. Then who was the other guy? I think it might have been somebody. Who's this guy? Gabriel Zhao. I don't know why we had him. I think it was this guy, Marcus Ruck. Yeah. 18 years old. Decent there. I mean, we'll see about him. Let me just real quick sort by potential, see if there's anybody who's pretty highly scouted. I mean, this guy here, Cameron Bertram, excuse me, lefty 5'9" offensive defenseman. Lacks the drive to win. That's not really the best there that you see with a 5'9" offensive defenseman. He's probably going to get destroyed. Oh, we got another 6'5" guy here. Low elite, 2 bars, probably not. We got Mr. Peacock. We got Coopers. Yeah, so nothing else really. We got Bennett Link. I already got enough goalies, so I'm going to pass on the goalie. Let's go ahead and sort back by ranking. Actually, let's do it by this one in case they missed somebody. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the center. Do I want to grab Clifford? No. Let's go ahead and grab the center just because, like I said, he's got an interesting skill assessment. So let's take a look. Nose for the net. We like to see that for one of our centers. We'd slot him in being a 3rd, 4th line guy for sure. Let's see what he comes out as. Make pick. 63 overall, medium top 6. That's not terrible. What was he? 18 years old. Yeah, so you can see he's already pretty high overall compared to some of these other guys, but the top end ceiling really isn't there. So a little disappointing to see. So let's go ahead and sim this next pick from Chicago and see what we've got. What did they get there? Anything special? No. Well, they took the guy that we were looking at, 60 overall, medium top 9. Okay, I don't feel too bad. Let's see. So we'll go ahead, sim options, sim to next round. Cool. And let's go ahead and pop back into the third here. Any steals? What do we got? 63 overalls, 59 overall there for that guy. Ooh, we're getting pretty low. Okay, this must be a pretty weak draft class. And I'm not really looking. I need to make sure I'm paying attention to Bertram. Was that the guy we were looking at? No. It might have been one of the guys, the 5'9" guy. Let's see. I didn't see the goalie. Ooh, 50 overall. We had him. We had him pinned. He was a starter. I think that was why. I think I saw his stats and I was like, whoa, this guy might be pretty good. But 50 overall medium starter. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at those other videos to see the other guys that we grabbed. Another starter there, 47 overall. Yeeks. Ooh, and then this guy here, Grant Gentile. Good pick there for Toronto. Low elite, 6'5", left winger, just like our guy. 51 overall, though. So like I said, that's tough. That's a lot for those guys to get up in their allotted amount of time. So you might not see them for a while. So let's go ahead, sim to the next round again. And what do we got? Low elite there for Calgary. Does he have any crazy stats like Iginla had? Nope. No X Factor abilities, 5'9" sniper. Not bad for the fourth round. We have a backup goalie, another low elite here. I think these guys are so low overall that they're not even going to have a chance to get to a higher overall. Oh, we have Salvador Chelios here. Chris Chelios' long-lost son. Peacock, that was one of the guys we were looking at. Casey Peacock, good to see him coming out as a decent potential. Low overall, though. Like I said, this is pretty much for this whole draft, so I'm looking like a genius for trading all those picks away to get that top-end talent. Ooh, I love seeing enforcers come out. Leonard Byron, right D. Doesn't have the greatest fighting skill for an enforcer, but hey, hopefully he develops it over the years. Let's go ahead, sim to the next round. Man, I really don't feel bad about getting rid of my picks. We would have gotten trash out of these rounds. We've already got some guys from our first couple of years, so it's okay to take a year or two off from the draft. Have a little lull in there so you don't have to pay as many guys. But geez, we're getting into consistent 40s and 50s now. This is so bad. There we go. We got some 55s, 59s. This guy 20 years old. No, 18. Okay, good pick there by the Kangs. Anything else? Okay, there we go. 58 overall. It's crazy when you're seeing that and you're like, oh man, great pick. 60 overall. There we go. Tanner Lamb to Nashville. And nothing else there. So we'll go ahead into the 6th. Go ahead, sim to the next round, then we'll sim to our pick after this. Anything crazy? 65 overall. There we go. 20 years old. So I mean, those real players, you'd expect them to have developed. Anytime I get into these late rounds, I always look for the 20-year-olds just because I know they're gonna have. Ooh, oh, this was one of our boys, Bo Yoshimura. Damn, medium elite. Oh, come on. 20 years old, though. He's 53 overall, so he's got, what, 5-6 years to develop? Eeks. I don't know if he's going to get there, but disappointing to see. We forgot all about him. Hopefully no one took McNutt. I haven't seen his name, but I mean, I always miss things, so we'll see once we get back to our pick if he's even still there. But Bo Yoshimura, medium elite, 53 overall. He's been sitting these for these last couple of years too. We've been keeping our eye on him, but he's kept getting passed on. So I mean, he's really putting it up our hoop right now. See if he sees us in the next couple of years and knocks us out of the playoffs or something. Norbert gets picked there by the Montreal Canadiens. Seeing a little bit of rise in overalls. I'm going to guess that because these guys are a little bit older. Not really, though. 18, 19 years old. I mean, we were seeing consistent 40s coming out in the last couple rounds. Wait, we're back at the... I was going to say another medium elite goalie named Yoshimura. No way. But let's see. Anything else? Sex Smith goes there. 58 overall. Bobrovsky. Fibiger. Jakub Fibiker. That's a cool name. Jaskin, trying to keep an eye out. Do we see anything? Hordichuk? No, so nothing crazy there. So let's go ahead, 7th round, sim options, sim to our pick. Like I said, should be the last in the draft. It is. Let's go back through, see what we've got before we take our McNutt. Anything crazy picking off the board? We got a Logan Pickford sighting here, 5'8", 83 shooting, not bad. Decent skating, decent discipline, and good durability there, so he's going to be kicking it. What was that 86 at the bottom that he had? Speed, okay. Good skater. Anything else crazy? Low top 6, low top 6. Medium backup, Paradis, Bar, Von Richter. 61 overall, medium backup there, medium backup, 3 in a row. We got the hat trick. I feel like we've seen that before. Pittsburgh, great pick, 60 overall, high AHL starter. How is he, 20 years old though? 19. Pretty good. Ooh, terrible pick there, 48 overall. Ottawa. Thanks for titling my video. It's going to be tough between him and their pick and that Joe Iginla, though, so we'll see. Oh, we got Panky here, too, at the end of the draft. No, we can't do that. We got to go with McNutt. Someone asked specifically for him to get drafted, so we're going to... we're going to actually take him. If he didn't already get drafted, he did not. Ephraim McNutt, 20 years of age. He's a real player. Good for him. No weaknesses. I mean, when you've got a name like McNutt, of course you're not going to have any weaknesses. But let's go ahead. What's the age on these guys? These guys will be around. Daniel Picard will be in free agency. Iggy Pazzi will still be out there. But let's go ahead. Ephraim McNutt, get on my team. You can thank the person that commented for that. What's his overall? Can we see it real quick? AHL top 2. I didn't see his actual overall, but I'm going to guess somewhere in the 50s, 51, 60, somewhere like that. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed. We got Robrick, Ladd, Kobayashi, Ruck, and McNutt on the team now. 2 top studs there, 6 and 8. Gave up a lot, but I mean, well, we had 2 picks in the top 10 and 2 picks in the second round, and we hit pretty good on all of them. And then the last pick with McNutt there, I mean, we got an all-time namer there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Get the next one up. Will be the scout in the draft, just seeing what we got for the names. Hopefully a GM mode video coming up in the next couple days. Like I said, I keep saying it, but we'll see whenever it finally gets going there. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And always, peace.